Hey everybody, today's going to be a quick review on a new product here. Since I was talking about the Umark Steel Force, I really just wanted to talk about more accessories, and right now I have the UTG Quick Attach aluminum grip with LED flashlight. It's like a hybrid component here. You can see the model number that I'm going to be reviewing right now. The one on the Airgun Source website is an EL228GQ, I think. And the only difference is the knob that you use to screw it on. Just a little bit of details in regards to that. You can mount this on a Picatinny or a Weaver rail. As well, the flashlight is a Cree Q5 LED. If you don't know what that means, it just means really bright. You have the textured surface on this, so if you're wearing gloves or maybe a slippery hands, you have a nice surface to grab onto there. As well, you have, what I read at least, a high quality bronze housing. The entire product is made out of aircraft aluminum, and as you can see, it's anodized black matte finish. I don't actually think that this comes in any other colors, not that I don't think that'd be necessary, but just to let you know anyways. Right now this is retailing for about $79.95, and so that's just the facts right now. Overall, I would actually say that this is a very good product. It's very heavy. I mean, essentially this part is almost like a hammerhead. You could use this as a hammer or even self-defense if you really needed to. Granted, it would be attached to your weapons, so you really probably wouldn't have a chance to use it for that. As well, you're probably wondering about the weight. The weight is about 1 pound, give or take a few grams. You might think that it is actually pretty heavy, but when you're talking about the Steel Force here, for example, the front is very, very light in comparison to the back, so it kind of balances out the weapon itself. So that's the one thing that I really liked, is just I like the weight on it, especially when you're using a weapon that's not that heavy. It doesn't add a whole lot, except for a lot of weight into the front. I'm just gonna take this. I'm not gonna take this apart. I did before. There is rubber sealing, I guess you'd call it, and that's to keep this waterproof. Now I don't know to the extent of how waterproof this is. I wouldn't recommend submerging it in water, not unless you want to, but all in all considered, this will be able to stand up to most of the elements. I'll show you here just what I'm talking about. And I like the quick access to the batteries. Batteries are another thing I want to talk to you about though. And okay, so you see right there, if you can barely see, just on the side there, you have the rubber ring there, and that's just to prevent moisture and any other contaminants from getting into the casing here. This flashlight takes two unusual batteries. You might have seen these a while back. Sometimes you see these for cameras. They are CR123A lithium batteries. These didn't come with this. I bought this elsewhere. I didn't buy it from the Airgun Source website because they were sold out. But I don't know if it'll come with CRA123A batteries. But if it does, or doesn't I should say, just go online, eBay, find a legitimate retailer who will sell you these batteries, and I mean, just get a whole bunch. The thing about the Cree bulbs is that they last forever. Like, in comparison to, let's say, xenon bulbs have a tendency to suck up a lot of energy, and a lot of energy is wasted due to the heat that they generate. Cree bulbs are great just in regards to the fact that they are super bright. Even you can see the light in the light. That just explains how bright this is. And these batteries are dying. This is a dying battery right now. If I replaced it with a better battery, you'd definitely be able to see it a lot better. So that's just something to keep in mind. These are very energy efficient. Granted, when they do run low on energy, they do make kind of a squeaking sound. You will be able to hear it depending how old or young you are. If you're older, you'll probably hear it less. If you're older, you're going to hear it a lot more. It's very high pitched, and you will just hear that and might annoy you. I'm just going to kind of show you how this is mounted on here. I'm not really putting in a particular tactical position or anything like that. I just kind of want to show you exactly how easy it is to mount. Sorry, I had to click that. And as well, you can see that I have all these other this accessory on there. You're going to see this kind of getting built up more, and that's more just to show an example of the capabilities of what this gun can actually hold. And so once you have it on the position that you want, it's a bit difficult because I'm doing it from the opposite way. I'm going to flip this over. Essentially, what the quick grip allows, or the quick attach is it's just a screw. That's it. You don't have to use any special tools. This will all be done by, hand. And you screw it on like that. Make sure that it's not going to come off. And you can see it's fully attached. Granted, this rail is plastic. I think I might have made a complaint about that. I don't really like metal on plastic, but what can you do? But as you can see, one kind of interesting feature about this gun is that it really matches up with the black anodized steel. So I mean, it looks almost the exact same. As well, we have the single push button here. It's conveniently located in the back, so you don't have to worry about anything really around in these different areas. As well, like I said, this thing is heavy, so it's going to add a lot more weight to your gun. When I added this on, and this doesn't weigh very much, so it doesn't really matter about that. When you add this grip on, you're going to notice a lot of front heavy weight, and this gun has just went up significantly in its weight up at the front. The back components are a little bit heavy, but strangely enough, this outweighs the back for sure. But yeah, that's really all I can say about that. If you get a chance, check it out. It's a good investment. You can put it on, your paintball guns if they have Weaver or Picatinny rails, your airsoft guns, your air guns, or even your rail guns, and you're going to really enjoy this. And I mean, you can put this on anything that has the rail, like I said, no matter how ridiculous it is. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. Definitely check that product out. It's a great product, very strong, very durable, and you'll definitely not have to worry about buying another one. And as well, just before I leave, I'm just going to mention the light bulb. With the light bulb, it doesn't particularly matter if it breaks or dies or something like that. You can go on eBay and you can simply buy a new one, and they're very, very cheap. So all these components, very cheap to replace, very easy to get. Check them out, and I'll show the link to the description of the where you can buy it on the Airgun Source. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great season.